All right, what's going on, everybody? No need to wait around too long. We're ready to rock and roll. So I've had, what's going on, man? So I've had an itch to play Emerald Coast with the new rifles for a hot minute, just because it's got a lot of big game on there. Well, specifically Crocodile and Bantang. And that new 375, I have a feeling is going to be an absolute beast on Emerald Coast. And it might be the only map where the 300 blackout's useful. We'll see. Oh, just a mythical red deer. First thing we see. Standard. I guess if we're going to use these, we're going to need the ammunition for them. Let's see here. We need 375. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you talking about the 454 Rhino? Absolutely. 100% agree with that statement. But this new rifle, the 375, I have a feeling it's going to be way better. So I'm kind of curious to see. I think we finally have a rifle equivalent of the 454. It's this guy right here. 48 penetration. It's pretty insane. 15 expansion. Class 7 through 9. So it's only a big game rifle. Only. But boy, comparison to the 300, like after using this to shoot bears with and like elk and everything, I'm not using the 300 ever again. Well, I say that the 300, this is obviously a bolt action rifle, and yeah, every once in a while you gotta flex it with that 300, so we'll see. But when I'm out running gunning, this is a rifle that's going to be with me. This is the one I don't quite understand. Class 3 through 7. I mean, I guess it could make for a decent goat gun. That's why I want to bring it here to Emerald Coast, just to kind of see what's there, you know, with it. Performance wise and everything else that I've shot with, it's been pretty terrible, but I want to give it a chance. Forgot the 450 ammo. And here's the thing. What I'm kind of disappointed with, if you notice the stats here with the 450, it's class 4 through 7, yet its stats are nearly identical to the 300 Blackout. Open to trying these because you never know, man. They, not to be critical, but they do break stuff a lot when they update the game. You never know. Maybe these soft points are just insanely OP. We won't know until we try it, or they're terrible like most soft points. I shouldn't say terrible. If you make an ethical shot at 150 meters, it's actually it's gonna nuke them way faster. But if you're a running gunner, you need polymer tips, and obviously I would highly recommend polymer tips 99.9% of the time. I digress. Let's get to go hunting here. Did I get enough ammo? I think we're good to go. Let's go to 450 poly tips. All right. Well, let's get after. Good news for us here is I don't have any grinds or anything set up on my Emerald Coast. I guess you could call this a grind for crocodiles, which why wouldn't we go over there? It's just out of convenience because you shoot, you know, them from 300-400 yards and then you can just fast travel and pick them up. And eventually we'll spawn something cool, but it's not my intention. This is just fun. It's so fun to shoot crocodiles. It's been a hot minute though. We could be a little rusty here, folks. I don't know. We've been cracking shots at pheasants. I feel like we're going to be pretty honed. Oh, you scared? Dealt with. Dealt with. All right. Anywho, that was Exhibit A. That was Exhibit B. You guys hunt crocodiles. Do you know how insane that was? Or you? I think we shot a little too far back on that one. That was a me problem. I mean, 3 shots, 3 dead crocs. I'm curious if it's got enough penetration for this range to do some work. Nothing yet, Trigger. We just started. Curious if I had enough penetration to punch through, but then again, at that range, I probably should have aimed a little bit higher. I don't know. I gotta get used to this gun too, folks. I've literally only used this the first when it came out, day 1. Used it for a couple hours, but that's, I mean, I gotta warm up with it, get used to it, get a feel for it. Oh, this guy's mad. Oh, this guy's mad too, huh? I don't know how fast this bullet's going. Slower than it looks. We've got tracer shot equipped. We might change it later, but honestly, I don't need zeroing. I've been playing long enough that I just... I don't know, I just know, in a way. Zeroing is useful. But when you got the shotgun, treasure shot's fun. I have it both unlocked though, so we can swap between the two. Figured it out. This is very similar zeroing to the 7mm. Oh, did I smoke that thing? Or did it go away? I would assume so, yeah. I actually do enjoy going to the shooting. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Going to the shooting range and getting a feel for guns. We haven't really done that yet, but we're getting some real world experience here. Especially, this is what I'm really interested in. This is a Class 9 gun. And it is truly better than the 300, even if it's a bit slower. And now we know at this range, we're going to aim right about there. Kind of curious about how fast that bullet's actually going. That was really high. That was a hit. Okay, yeah, this thing's a showstopper because I misjudged the bullet velocity of this rifle, and it's a little bit slower than the 300. I think that's where the 300 could potentially be more useful in situations. But for stomping power, this thing's at parallel. I'm going to attempt a heart shot. 5 medium, we got 2 5 mediums. Oh, it smoked him. Lucky, come here. Come here, buddy. Hey, I get it, but listen, I am the danger, okay? That was kind of insane, that heart shot. Most guns don't pull that off. Oh man, that area is where Way of the Hunter absolutely blows the doors off of Call of the Wild. The ballistic system in that game is gorgeous. I mean, that's impressive. But I will say, as kind of skewed as Call of the Wild system is in comparison, they do a good job of containing themselves to that. And so there's a good balance of weapons. It's not really critical, but honest. With Way of the Hunter, it's so... I don't know, it's so authentic to hunting. Like, I do think having all these different guns and stuff is cool. But I don't know. There's something about this game and the way its approaches. I don't know. It's more video gamey, I think. I don't know. It is just... I don't know, Wave Hunter's great though. I'm not trying to harsh the mellow on it. I'll say this. This is what I'll say. I just thought of a better way to put this. So if you wanted to compare, if anyone's wanting one, Hunter Call of the Wild versus, to really put them head to head, because they're really apples to oranges. They're different games. One's trying to actually be a hunting sim, the other one's trying to be whatever you want it to be. You know, if you wanted this game to be a hunting simulator, you can absolutely do it. The Way of the Hunter, you know, is kind of like that. Rex. Anyway, there's just, I don't know. It's actually really hard to explain. I was insane. 230 meters, just double lung. Wave the Hunter would be better if they added handguns. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that Wave the Hunter needs to flesh out. It's like 80% there. And that's not critical. It's a good game. In comparison to where this game is now, when this game first released, it was at 20% there. And that game, Wave the Hunter, I wish it could build a bigger community. Like, maybe I need to get on that. But it's just in its infancy, and the legs it could grow is insane. Like, it could really be something crazy. If they don't, what I'm worried is they're owned by this, you know, third-party, big-time gaming publisher, and those dudes kick guys to the curb all the time, cancel stuff all the time, just end stuff all the time, and it's like, who knows? It's a niche genre, you know? I dig it. But with Wave the Hunter, and obviously like where your patience at and where your understanding of the game is at, I would always recommend playing those kind of games either as easily as possible so they're fun. But for me, when you try to play Wave the Hunter like Call of the Wild, it's not fun at all. It's terrible. But when you play Wave the Hunter like it's a real life, it kind of becomes fun. That's the game you gotta kind of like immerse yourself in, and like, cause like this game I can chit chat with you guys, you know, and we're running down, we're shooting herds of Banteng. But in Wave the Hunter, these guys would have been gone way, like they would have heard me when they were over here, and they'd have been long gone. We'd have never seen them. Like, we're hunting in Wave the Hunter. Unless you're driving a car, which is hilarious. A car you can literally drive by, shoot things, basically. It's one of the most fun things I've ever done. But I don't know. I like the casualness of this game, but I also like the seriousness of this game. If you're curious, if you're like, how in the world can you make this game like a simulator? Turn off all your HUD, turn off the POI icons, turn off all the POI icons on your map, turn off all the indicators. Welcome to Call of the Wild simulator mode. I'm not sure I'm about that new 300 blackout, folks. Oh, dropped them. I will say this gun's a little bit slow on the reload, especially in comparison to the Zarza 300. But that stopping power is so worth it. Oh look, the new rifle compared with the 243 for whatever reason can't shoot class 2 guns or animals, so we're gonna do it anyway though, just to see like what potential future if the community outcries enough. Hint hint. Maybe we can do this in the future. Honestly, that wasn't very good. That actually was not very good at all. We gotta go see where we hit it. We were using soft points, that could be an issue. Maybe didn't have enough penetration at that range to do anything important. In this game or Wave the Hunter, because I definitely have used both in both games. The bow hunting, well, I was so excited when they added the bow hunting to Wave the Hunter, and then like the tree stands and stuff. I was like, yes, this is the right direction. Those maps are so big, and you can really. Is Mocha rare? We gotta look up the app, folks, because that might be rare or it's uncommon. Or it could be common. Heck, I don't know. It's been a hot second, folks, since we've been on Emerald Coast. And I'll be honest with you, folks, I'm not the smartest squirrel at the supermarket. And back in my day, it literally told you if it was rare or not. You would either just say common fur type, or it would say it's a rare, and you're like, okay. Now it's like mocha and hot chocolate, coffee, and toga pudding, and like, I don't know. I think where Wave the Hunter kind of falls short too, though, with it. Like, there needs to be a variety to me, because I've killed several really beautiful photorealistic 5-star whitetail, but they're all identical. There's no variety. Like, they might have a little bit of like texture difference, you know, but and outside of a score, you know, there's no visual difference. They need really, what they need to do is what Call of the Wild did, add a true rack system, which is like a random generated rack. You know, they added like, you know, several whatever number of potential racks, and that way you'll never really know what you're going to see. That's actually the biggest turnoff for me for Wave the Hunter, is the lack in diversity. They're getting there. I mean, obviously they added rare fur types, and I'm sitting here blabbing, we're not playing, but yeah, I think really if they added a true rack system to Wave the Hunter, that's where it could be a challenge to Call of the Wild, in my honest opinion, at least for me. In a way, it'd be like the realistic version of this game. Like if we're in the mood, be like, all right, let's play realistic. We're doing that game. You know, it's crazy. I have tried so hard, and I'll admit, I tried to cheese the system. Here's the thing, folks. You know, like I said, always say, when the life gives you lemons, you know what I mean? And so when there's that ability to use a mechanic they accidentally added or didn't remove in a game, why not use it? So you could kind of cheese growing deer, but it was risky because you could also kill off your deer doing it too. Like it's kind of like a weird, for you guys not familiar with it, it's kind of like a weird the herd management is like real. Like there's like genetics, and like herds are like, you know, specific to like different herds, and you got to make sure the genes are good. You don't want too many old females, you don't want too many, you know, old males versus young, you know, like it's not complicated. I'm making it sound harder than it is, but it's on that level, and that's cool. But like I said, when you go through all that trouble and everything looks the same, it takes away from that experience a big amount, in my opinion. And I'll say this too, and swing in the other direction, talking about Call of the Wild. I don't know if anyone asked for these opinions. I'm just spilling the beans, I guess. Swinging it back to Call of the Wild, I feel like something that needs to be said too, because what really is appealing to this game, again, speaking to the fact they need to add that random variety. Rare fur types are great. They need to do it with all species, like this game. And this game, I don't know what I'm gonna run into next. Literally every time we play the game, the animal's gonna die. It's gonna respawn as, I don't know what. It could be a super rare. It could be a diamond. It could be another level 2. I don't know. And that's the appeal. Flip side, Wave the Hunter, I know exactly what that young buck's going to turn into, because I can tell by the way his rack's growing now that in game time, you know, 3 years from now, he's going to be an absolute giant. Oh, that was beautiful. I love this thing. I was so confused. I was like, what? Not grinding anything on Emerald Coast either, which is refreshing, so I don't feel guilty for shooting anything on this map. I mean, they did get rid of initial spawn great ones, so there's no shot that there's a great one fox on my map right now, right? If I can figure out the velocity of this gun, I need to use this. I need to do what we're doing. We're going to be able to make hard shots on the move with this on big game species like that, like bison and stuff. It's going to be amazing. That's a rock. This map throws you off. You'll see something out there and be like, ooh, is that a Benteng? Nope, it's a rock. Or is that a Barasingha? Nope, it's a bush. Oh, and they've got no signs of stopping. I mean, they've got 2 more naps announced. Let me retry that. They've got 2 new maps announced. We don't know what they are, obviously. One was spoiled, showed snow, so everybody's assuming I don't know what. I'm hoping for Canada personally, but we also need like polar bears and yak and, you know, that'd be cool. Walrus would be different, but maybe. See, what I'm trying to do, the gun shoots flat. I tell you what, here's what we'll do. Let's stop messing with it. Let's find out 1000% sure. And I'm not trying to sound like a shill for them, but I will say this is what's nice about having all the maps is because I can just bounce around between all of them. I don't have to worry about finding a server. So what I really want to know where we're hitting at 3 or at 150, just to make sure we're zeroed for 150. First and foremost. Okay, we're dead on the money. Now let's see where that bullet drop takes us at 300. This will be very telling. That's pretty decent, but manageable. Let's try 250. 200. Okay, so that drop off is at the 2. I've noticed a lot of the guns, they will have a significant drop off at either 200 or 250 meters. And for this gun, it's right there at 250. So at 250, we need to aim low on this duplex site. Anything above that or closer, We need to aim a little bit higher. Let's take that knowledge, do some damage. I should have done that with the other rifles, to be honest, while we were there, but hey. I think if they did the random racks good enough and they added enough like non-typicals, they don't need to add great ones. They don't need to add that nonsense. Not saying it's nonsense. I'm all about it for this game, but they don't need to add that to a real life, you know, hunting sim like style. Like, excuse me. They need to incorporate it like with like non-typicals, and like they're doing it kind of sort of with mule deer, but they could add like great one style, like insane great, you know, non-tips that are super rare. But I do like the simplicity of the scoring system that they use, because obviously, like, okay, 5-star is the equivalent of a diamond in this game. And then you got the actual numbered score. And that plays a little bit more important role than it does in this game. Because for me, the way I view it, a diamond's a diamond. And unless it's like a max weight, max score, you know, it is what it is. It's a diamond. But in that game, I'm like, well, it's a 500, but is it like a 510, 520? You know, is it a big one? But that's where it's like boring when they all look the same. It's like, man, I'm chasing a number. I want to chase a rack. You know, I want to see that in my trophy lodge. Which I wish this game would incorporate. I think we were talking about the other night, like in all of these outlaw, like make it a free update. We don't need, oh, we do need a new page for trophy lodge in my opinion, but that's for a different day. It would be cool if they added the ability to add your trophies that you harvest regardless of map. Or maybe if it was map specific, I don't know. But in each of your outposts, you can display trophies. That'd be cool. That did do pretty good okay on hog deer, because hog deer are unusually tough. I need to see what happened there. We could have, if we heart shot it, then obviously that changes things. That was actually a really like lucky good shot. Those types of shots typically don't happen. Had we made that with any other rifle, the same thing would have happened, so that wasn't a good one. We need to get... to be scientific here, folks, we need to find something a little more regular. What I like about Emerald Coast, and to be honest, when this map first came out, I didn't like it. And I don't know why, but I don't know, I've come around. I'm for it. This is a good run and good... Ooh, hello. Hello, what are you? You're bigger than a... 300 blackout. I wonder if that 300 is going to be any good against kangaroo. Kangaroo, tough. They're one of the hardest animals in the game to hunt, in my opinion. It's probably just because I suck at shooting things on the move. And they're hard to sneak up on. Sandbar are worth a ton of money. And the reason I'm concerned about money is because I want to buy a ton of duck decoys and ground blinds and stuff for the new map. And well, we ain't got it, so that's gonna be an expensive purchase. But it's been long enough since I've played my own Emerald Coast that in Call of the Wild, I have no idea what's going to be on here, folks. No clue. I do think that this would be an excellent opportunity to potentially train our German Shepherd or German Pointer a little bit better. You can see too just how much I don't have explored. It'll be just in case we find a trophy fox, like in the weird off chance that it happens. Oh, kind of a spoiler alert too, I did find the other night a piebald fox on my own map, so it's running around somewhere on the new one, over on Salzweissen Park. I think that's how you say it. Alright, are we good to go here? What's going on? We've got our 300, we've got our stuff, we've got the bases covered, we've got our doggy treats. We'll find a diamond or a rare. I'll take a rare, even if it's a female, I'll take it. Immediately Googles if black spots is rare for pigs. It's not. Spoiler alert. 450 versus pig, I bet it does pretty good. It's actually a bold assessment. I don't know. I do want to test out though I know you just loaded in those polymer tips, but let's go ahead and switch them back to the soft points because I am curious. Because it could absolutely nuke these guys. I don't know. Let's look at shot placement. 7mm or anything, any other rifle would have absolutely smoke showed him if that's a double lung. Granted, we're using soft points though. Okay, yeah, terrible shot placement, so we'll find something else to test soft points on. It's Emerald Coast though, so we probably won't have to look far. I mean, we kind of feeding his Cheerios, didn't we? You blow their spine in half, they typically do fall down, I guess, huh? This thing's pathetic, too. It's level 3, if it's level 2, I wouldn't have shot it. I have a theory. If, hypothetically, you left all your tiny level 1s and all the smallest weighted animals and only shot everything else, you don't have to, like, get crazy with the grinding, but every time you just did that, eventually you would naturally herd manage your entire map. Right? In theory. Obviously, it would take absolutely forever. I actually love the animation of this rifle because it feels like you're actually throwing that bolt. I'm gonna waste a round here just to see what you're like. Shoot. See that? How the scope didn't move? See how that, like, I don't know. You had to be there, bro. I mean, the soft points are starching stuff, folks. I'm liking about this, maps like Emerald Coast, they're great for running gunning, so while we are actively spooking these animals, like they're gonna run out in these open areas with guns as powerful as what we're using, like it's no problem. Right now our biggest problem is gonna be our cardio. Where's this red fox at? Oh, we nuked her with it. Sandbar class 7. We can use the 3 or yeah. We're doing it. Well, the choices are endless. Soft point. I was a normal shot that I would typically use a polymer tip. Let's flop over now. I feel confident in that. Again, unless like we just didn't hit vitals, but I want to check this guy out. I don't know, that seemed kind of similar to the one we just shot him with, so. He's back. We can't go that way. I whiffed that so hard. That was embarrassing. That was all me, folks. Yep. That was all me. Nothing. We've just been shooting things and nothing good has cropped up yet. But I'm getting a feel for these rifles and I don't know, the performance of the 450 could be better, but I know for a whitetail, man, I was just dropping them. I was slaying bodies with that gun. It was so much fun. Get this thing buttered up. Alright, so theoretically we've got him looking for us now, and maybe he'll find something good. No, I don't know if bored's the right word. Usually it's just a different, like, typically when I get to those points, that's when I'm playing like different games. That's when I'm really on like the angler train, or like that's a giant axis steer. Let's get the 3 and a blackout ready. Using there, those polymer tips, those were. I feel like that should have been a vital organ hit. And there's other times too where I just can't get away from this game. I mean, like I said, there's just so much, like, I commend Flinner for getting every single diamond in the game, because that's an insane undertaking. I just have nothing but level 2 Balladeer. Guess in the future, if you would ever for some reason set up a grind, we're not going to that lake. Definitely in the future. Tonight's all about these guys are brand spanking new. They've been out for a couple weeks now, but honestly I've not used them. I've been grinding for pheasant, and well, here we are. Do need to stick to that grind, so we'll probably go like at the end of the stream start doing that. But for now, man, these guns, they're gorgeous. I'm really struggling to like this 300 blackout. I mean, that thing's still not dead. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm about that life, but the 450's good whenever you're like just bored of using something. It's a decent alternative. It's a fun gun to use. 375, absolute showstopper, like unparalleled, best gun hands down, done, in question. Yep. Now, he will not search for predators, but he might search for a trophy bantang or sandbar or something. We can look for our trophy croc while we're in here. We are using the 300 blackout. That dude's not. We just tickled him. That's all we did with that gun. I mean, Exhibit A. That's insane. Nice. Freeze blocking the hitbox. What? It disappeared. Apparently, Call of the Wild did not want us to have that thing. That or this gun's so powerful, we blew it off the planet. 'Cause that happened right when I pulled the trigger. The gun didn't shoot and it poof went away. Gonna have to get used to that. I keep seeing swamp monster out there thinking it's something running around. It's just the dog. Slow roll here. Oh, did you shoot it in the face? Because that's what I do. Actually, I'd probably heart shot it because you get more money, obviously, but I love it when the games stick. Some people, and I understand it's frustrating for those of you out there that want like a more authentic experience, but for me, it's like a gift. It's like, oh, you're just gonna stand there. Gonna take you out the easy way. It's not a bad hog deer, actually. At a very good angle, obviously, especially with this gun. I was hoping for a next shot. That guy's gonna run for forever. I'm disappointed that Swamp Monster hasn't found anything yet. I mean, he's way ahead of me. Any excuse to use the 375, we're using it. Okay, just over the hill. Maybe been a little high. That was poor placement on my part. Let's see what happened here. Had a Grim. Uh, 375. That's super casual of you, casual guy. But I mean, really, beginner friendly. I don't know. Honestly, if I'm going to be truthful, none of them, because their ammo is expensive, and if you're starting out, you're not going to be able to afford to shoot them. 7mm, I'd start there. But if you got the ammo and you can afford it and all that, I mean, all of them are great. Obviously, 375 just came out, and it's insane. With that. It would do something. If there's any Australians in chat, what are we looking at here? Oh, I guess I stand correct. I guess if you wanted to look at the top of the mountain, that makes sense. But I was gonna say, why are they just fit? It's like, here's some binoculars to look at a wall. It's like, what? I get it now. I mean, this is all basically unexplored territory where I'm walking. Don't have a clue. All this open field, there's a big lake over here. Why not walk toward it? Ah, right on, right on. All right, Ozzy, have yourself a good time. He's not finding anything, but in all fairness, neither are we. In fairness, dog's looking for big game right now. He's not looking for fox. A lot of nothing in here. It's probably a bad time of day to be running through here. Well, the competition, that may have been a poor choice of words on my part, because I understand people, like, I don't want it to be unfair either for the people that don't have time necessarily to great ones, but I would like to encourage it, just in case anyone out there in the Discords, you know, been discouraged and, like, needs motivation, you know, like, let's make great ones great again. I would like to have like a real deal accessible, I don't know if it needs to be an Excel sheet or what, but something for everyone. That way we can get a true grasp in the community, because Golden started it, but where we can really identify, like, okay, like, you know, Grimm's got the biggest mule deer, you know, period. Like, nobody's come close to him yet. You know, I want to start building, like, the community lore in that way. A decent fallow. I'll shoot him. Or him too. 450, I'm gonna aim a little too far forward, perhaps? I was correct. Thing looked like a high diver jumping off a diving board. The wrong move on your part, little dude. That was Mentang drink time. I'm assuming it's about now. I would kind of like to test this 375 on Bison. I wish they'd stop dragging their feet on a mule deer great one. They probably know now the state of the game that the current mule deer maps outside of Rancho are just not it for Grey One grinding, and they know the community outrage probably at this point. We're gonna have to get a new map for mule deer, I think, if we ever want to see a Great One melee. A decent Benteng. We'll try to shoot him. It's funny, you know, these things are kind of like orange. You wouldn't think orange would be a good camo, but... And obviously it's not photorealistic graphics, but even in the game, like, they kind of blend in. This is one of those you take a screenshot and be like, how many Benteng do you see? But it's a trick, because there's always that one in the picture like this one that there's no way you could ever see until they like point it out to you, and then you can't unsee it. You're like, oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And like, no, there's 5. There's one actually right there. And you're like, oh. I will say the iron sights on this gun's pretty slick. Finally get them up off their feet. Surely that's a different herd. They didn't run that far already, right? There's no way. After we shoot some Benteng or slaughter some herds, or maybe crocodiles, depending where we go, I need to change it over to their drink time. But I kind of want to dip south, maybe test out that 300 on some goats if we find any. We're just gonna keep pushing over this hill. Interestingly enough, these guys share drink time with Fox. I don't want to crack a round off and risk spooking any Banting, so we're not going to shoot that, even though I was tempted to. I'd love to. Well, I don't know. I did experience it. That happened to me, and it was insane with the fallow, or the fabled pheasant that I got. And I'm hoping one of these days it happens on like a map like this, where, I don't know, one of these days we're just gonna run into a great one red deer somehow. Great one fallow, great one fox now. Now I did spook these guys out of their need zone while they're resting, so they probably aren't going to be coming back here anytime soon. That being said, I haven't spooked any fox yet, so if they're going to be coming into the area, we'll know about it. That bush got me because the color of it looks like a Banting, and then you like zoom in, you're like, yep, that's a bush. Happens in real life, happens to the best of us. What'd you get, Rix? Did you just spawn another great one? If you spawn another great one, I'm gonna immediately start shooting pheasant. Which one is it? Which great one? Scared me. Good old fallow deer. Nice. What is it? Hang on, if you're online. But do tell the world. Bro, I saw that and thought that might have been a diamond. That thing's a stud. Guess we'll make our way over to the next potential Banting link. These guys unfortunately are spooked. Man, folks, I'm all about the great one grinding that pheasant right now. I'm itching to get back at it. Told myself I wanted to, you know, do something different, but here, man, Rix has got here popping great ones, folks. 240, 450 did good. On the move. It's got a little bit more zip to it than I thought. I was hoping they were gonna freeze. That was gonna be such a good picture opportunity. Oh, I didn't realize this head with the bow. Dang it. That's our weekly now? That's alright, we'll try to knock that out at some point. Tell you what, we're gonna substitute Bantang with Bison on Yukon Valley just because I know where we can guarantee to find Bison, and I want to see this thing just lay waste to them. And after we slaughter a couple herds, then we're gonna go shoot some pheasant. But before we do that, I'm gonna grab a drink. We'll be right back. Let's go shoot some bison. Some bison. I think I've gotten all my diamond red boxes on Yukon. I don't think I've ever found one on any other map. That was beautiful. I'm not bragging on myself, I'm bragging on the gun. That was... Maybe the 300 could have done that. Certified buffalo gun. into a 5 and I don't have 22. Some wolves. It needs to snow and more maps changed my mind. Or 50 starched him. There were more wolves, but I think we spooked them. We spooked him right into the wolves. What is happening with the colors? Oh man, what are we hitting? This gun's insane. And super weird visual bug. First time I've ever seen this on Yukon. Curious to see if there's any hunting pressure here. Nope. All right, well, we're gonna dirty grind these guys so we can go and spawn ourselves another great one. Pheasant. I've shot off stream probably 200 now, maybe, since our last great one. And considering our first one popped instantly, I don't know. This dude could be right around the corner. We still don't have a diamond. Riddle me that. Probably because I don't practice herd management and I just shoot everything I see, but at the same time, it's kind of weird. I've shot a lot of pheasant at this point. The insanity begin. Who knows? He could be here right now. I actually have no idea what we're zeroed for now with the 22, honestly. Is it 50 or is it 75? Or is it 150? Oh, we whiffed that one. Honestly, I shoot in that direction, we probably spooked because I don't see them in the other zone. That's unfortunate. I'll get over here just in case. If we'd have had our shotgun out and ready, we probably would have got at least one of those birds. Well, yeah, we're gonna turn zeroing back on just because we're gonna be using the 22 way more than the shotgun, and I feel like we need to know where we zero to be successful. So there's that. Well, 1 for 2. This is not looking good, folks. Really need to move these zones is what I need to do. I had 1 round left in the mag too. Oh, I don't have a retriever with me. Tin Fable. That's what makes this grind exciting right now, folks. If you're not on it, you literally just don't know. It's wild. I didn't see a male in there. Unless he's a weird color. Yep, he was. Oh, this the spray. I think we hit him. We did. I swore I had another zone set up here, but I guess not. I like having this guy with me because I've been sitting here while I'm waiting for him to come back, man, and you'll see pheasant come flying back around. technically diamond potential. That's not. Alright, we're gonna have to track that other one we just shot way down, because I honestly don't know if that was that max weight diamond potential level 2 or which one we shot. So we're gonna have to go and foot patrol. That's okay though, it'll give us another shot at shooting more pheasant, and we won't disturb our zone here. I need to pull the tracker out at this point. This is frustrating. Now that there's a potential great one respawn, we gotta find this guy. Where did we shoot this guy? He was top of the hill, right? Right around in here. Yeah, there's some blood. Still not gotten a rare yet either in this grind, which is bonkers. Oh jeez, I bet this dude's like over here. Oh, look, he found him. Let's go. Wait, is it broken? It's saying he's returning with harvest, but he's not? Or is he? Oh no, I see it. He's got it. Let's go. Hurry up, Lucky. Where in the world are my pheasant? I did just do a couple run-throughs. Maybe they're not back yet. I don't know. We may skip out on this zone. Dude's tiny. And again, pheasant's a pheasant. Oh, hello. That's an absolutely giant black grouse level 3. Let's go. Where'd you go, sir? I temporarily put the grind on hold here for that dude. 131 with the max estimate. That's insane. Where did he go? Oh, I like that. That's a good sized pheasant right there. I shot a female there. No way. Oh, there he is. Okay, I was like, what? He's not a diamond. Big dude though. Yeah, there could be a pheasant laying just over here. Let's see if I've got any new zones or pheasant I don't know about. I think I've got one pheasant zone here, but I'm kind of curious to see if it's changed. If it's swapped out with anybody. Oh, I don't see anything. Change time though. This is kind of the direction this guy flew. Cannot see them. There's a ton of raccoons. Ton of really big raccoons. Whale? Oh, there's a ton of pheasant, but I don't think any of them are male. I don't think my respawns are back yet. Unfortunately, folks, we don't have time to wait around for them. Not this evening, anyway. Excuse me, why are you not dead? That's embarrassing. Be better, obviously, if we could actually hit them. I need to work on getting these changed up and not letting that happen. We're doing it on Dark Souls difficulty right now. There's so many flying overhead. I mean, they're just flying everywhere. Added a little too much under pressure. I kind of want to switch over to, I don't know, the tripods are useful, but they take a lot longer to get into than a duck blind would. I'm gonna recheck this field just because we're in a multiplayer session, they might actually be there. That being said though, folks, we've got one more run through. It's good, bad, or ugly. I think we're gonna call it a day. seeing anything, so we'll move right along. Well, that's frustrating. Got him. All right, folks, a couple more zones. Well, this is annoying now. Okay, there he is. I knew he went far. All right, folks. Let's see if we can make the magic happen. Second to last zone. Whoops. All right, folks. Unfortunately, we're going to call it a little early there. That being said, though, folks, we had ourselves a pretty good time. Appreciate everybody stopping by. I hope to see you guys on the next one. I am like so addicted to this pheasant grind though. We're gonna try, hopefully next time we see this, it's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna be a little more successful. But being said though, folks, appreciate everybody stopping by. We'll see you on the next one.